Hello, my name is Mitch, and I draw Blood Force, and we're here for the end of issue 2 of Blood Force. This is, of course, page 27, the last page of issue 2, and as you can see, this page is rife with plot. But if you enjoyed the channel, if you want to support me as an artist, what you can do, in the description of this video, there's a link to my Patreon. If you wanted to subscribe there, that would give you access to these pages, as well as the completed issues, any process videos or material, any behind-the-scenes stuff, any Patreon exclusives. And of course, if you were to go over to my Instagram, commissions there are now open, where you could commission drawings like this. I will do this. This was fairly enjoyable. This was a quick drawing. As you can see, we're drawing a little bit of reference from Uncle Dale here. But yeah, this is the last page, as I said. We got our big old close-up on Popo with the double lighting, because those sparks are flying in the alien torture chamber. And I did decide to pencil this fairly in depth because this is kind of complicated shadow work. But, I mean, you know, with a giant fucking face, I'm not going to have to go into heavy detail. So yeah, we're going with a lower light source on the right side of Popo's face, his right, and a higher light source on the, or more flush, I suppose, on the left side of his face. And this was done all in one stream in about 3 hours. To the point where actually, like, you know, I was done the page. I was like, so hey guys, what else should I draw? And if you go on my Instagram, that's where we came up with the Doctor Doom drawing. But, and this is trying out the Tombow pens, of course. And I considered like lengthening, like slowing this down so that we could get a long commentary. But honestly, it's a giant fucking close-up of Popo's face. I don't think I'm going to have that much to say, to be honest. I did manage to make sure that he had some stubble on his jawline there, just a little bit. But Popo's been getting tortured for a while. And this stuff here, yeah, I am looking like directly at the pit cover to get an idea of how to do these particular light sources. I don't know if it was 100% successful. I think you need the color to really get there. So maybe once that's done. It probably helps that Pit has like proper teeth, as in, you know, the right number of teeth in the right locations. I'm aware of where teeth should be. That's not the point of these. These are Liefeld teeth, and purposefully so. Again, some more stubble. Looks good. Oh well. And this is just, yeah, we're just gonna be like rendering folds in Popo's face here. I think I added a few extra folds up in the corner of the eye, at least, over Pit. So, you know, I'm not just copying directly or anything. I mean, I did a nose. There is that. I had to make that shit up. But this is all fun. And, you know, I don't mind having a... Getting back to what I was saying about the length of the video. I considered slowing things down, but yeah, there's nothing extra to talk about. I don't mind having a shorter video every once in a while if it didn't take very long to draw the page. I don't think anybody else would mind either. Some videos of mine that are like... Well, I mean, when I started out, they were like 45 minutes. Nobody needs that. But like, you know, 20, 25. This would have been like, or the page 26 rather, would have been like half an hour if I'd done it at regular 16 times speed. So I doubled it, because fuck that. Nobody needs to hear me talk for half an hour. Unless it's about like, you know, Jim Lee or Liefeld or something. Alright, so the face itself, pretty much done. Which is a bit of a shame, because that's the most fun part. So we're just going to make up a few extra folds to just spend some extra time here. Which is in theme, I think. You know. And yeah, we're going to get our hair here. And it was interesting with the tomboy, man. There's something like closer to Ivan Drago hair on Popo. Usually he's got a mullet, and I think I completely forgot because I didn't put the party in the back part down. So he just kind of ended up with that, that brush cut, flat top kind of thing. I was trying for some Liefeld tendrils here. I didn't like how it ended up. Yeah, here's the Tombo. I'm having some fun with these lines. Yeah. I mean, it is a very, like, 80s kind of haircut. I think that was mostly brought on by the conflicting light sources. So I had a little bit of difficulty figuring out how it should light the hair. It's not exactly like I can, look in a mirror for a reference, And, oh yeah, I decided here that this looked asymmetrical. So we needed to fix Popo's jawline. It still doesn't look 100% symmetrical. I think it does look better, though, actually. And some big, thick lines for his outline here. And some of these neck stretchies, of course, not too much. Don't need a lot. And didn't realize, naturally, that this part is not being caught on video, but oh well, what can you do? That happens sometimes. And important to get the headband in. I better not forget about the headband next issue. And yeah, we're going to try again on these sparks. And I didn't like the idea of just, using up all my whiteout for a shot that didn't look too impressive. So we're going to do some, kind of like stippling here. And then a little bit tighter on the stippling. Yep, there too. Good stuff. And then we're going to go in with the whiteout. Oh, no, we're not. We're going to hatch first. Yeah. Just to kind of shake things up so it's not all black. And then we're going to go in with some white media here and decide, maybe not for the whole thing. I think we're going to need a bit more whiteout. But yeah, to kind of go over the fact that this was done mostly in black. Like with black ink. You need a bit of white over top of everything. And I think that made for a nice... I think these are some of my better stretchies, looking at them here. Except I don't believe I shaded them any more than that, which is incorrect. I think I forget. So that would be something I should go back and fix if that's the case. Oh, no, this is all right. Probably should have a bit more on top of it, but this is okay at least. And yeah, I get to light the pecs differently too. That's fun. So yeah, cut out the Liefeld tendrils on that side and put in new ones that in a better position. And that does end up looking better. And let's do some more sparks. And no sense in wasting my brush pen for that part. Just use a regular brush. And you can actually see the ink drying as we watch. There it goes. Now we use the Tombow to break it up some more so it doesn't just look like confetti. I think this one took a little bit longer. It's a bit sloppier with the brush than I was with the brush pen. And now with the white media. All right. And I think that looks pretty good for some sparks, considering I've never drawn sparks. I'm pretty pleased with that. And then get in there with some more hatching. Again, like I said, don't want the background to just be all black. But I don't want to put in a bunch of detail. I mean, one, that would suck. Two, it doesn't need to be there. It would just distract from Popo. And just here to kind of suggest that there's different shapes in the background, different light sources. I think that works fine. And you know what? I think that about does it. A couple little bits here and there, but that is page 27, as we can see. So yeah, and and really this page is Popo boiled down. You were dead meat the moment you touched my wallet. That's all he cares about, really. But yeah, and this was the panel that I had in mind when I wrote the script for the issue. Was we end on a big old close-up of Popo's face. I wasn't even sure if I could do it, because it's like, man, how do you fill up a face? That's why you do the double lighting, though, so that you can just put all sorts of weird hatching lines and shit in there, and all sorts of wrinkles. And I couldn't do it with Max Tremas, because you can't just keep adding lines. Sucks. But yeah, no, this is perfect. We may have several Popo close-ups like this. We've had one of Hawkstab earlier in this issue, which wasn't quite this big, but still getting better at the giant facial close-ups. But yeah, that is going to do it for this issue. Got the cover coming up, so I guess we're not 100% done, but about as close, but pretty close anyway. But yeah, that is going to do it. Thanks very much for watching. If you like this video, please hit like, hit subscribe, hit the notifications so you know when that cover's dropping. It's a pretty good cover, if I do say so myself. Follow me on Twitter. More importantly, subscribe on Patreon. That's where all of these pages go. That's where all the comics are. And that's where any process behind the scenes or exclusives are. And of course, if you go over to my Instagram, commissions are open there. So that's where you can get a page like this. I'll draw this. You kidding me? I'll draw this for like $100. I probably shouldn't say that. But yeah, no, I would. Yeah, I probably would. But thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Okay, bye-bye.